Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to the Lyricist Podcast. You are now rocking with your man, Lyricist and Dear for Life. We're waiting for Kay to get up in here, but we're going to go ahead and get this shit started. Dear for Life, do you got any brain teasers for today? You want to kick off?
Yeah, I was thinking top 3 or top 5 diss tracks or personal list, if we can come up with one.
Let's see. Ether, Hit 'Em Up, No Vaseline.
Okay, that's a good 3.
If you haven't heard those songs, Google it. Or
I would
pop it in YouTube. You'll find it.
They're all great diss songs. I'm trying to think my top 3 in no particular order. I'm gonna say The Nail in the Coffin by Eminem.
Yeah.
You know this. I'm gonna say Hit 'Em Up, Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna throw in No Vaseline. That'll be my 3.
Yeah, because I think those Nail in the Coffin was huge. I mean, that's one of the ones that was a career killer.
I can't imagine being on the receiving end of that. Like hearing that and it's about you, like that was cringe just listening to it. Like, geez.
I can't imagine being on a receiving end of Kill Shot.
Well, that too. That's true.
Kill Shot was bad.
MGK says he won that battle to this day. So
yeah, but those numbers don't say it. His career don't say it.
Right.
Like where he at right now. It's cool to say it in theory, maybe, but
yeah, history will not tell it that way.
So speaking of diss records, right?
Yeah, you
should do also speak on this. So these guys decided to share my one of my 8-year-old diss records on TikTok, trying to be funny, ha ha ha.
Right.
And it's like, I guess that they was trying to gauge like a negative response for people.
They're bored. They look for some drama.
Yeah. So it did the opposite. So instead of them getting the negativity they wanted, they got the positivity. Maybe a couple people in their little crew had something to say. I mean, how the peanut gallery is.
Yeah.
So, and like we posed the questions like, why?
Right.
Like, why do this? 2005 50 Cent flow, blah, blah, blah. But why do you, instead of putting it on social media, why didn't you pop a shot?
Right.
You said you could rap. Your boy said he could rap. So why didn't you pop a shot? Don't just share the song and like try to be like, whatever.
They don't rap. They're just fans. They don't sideline. They talk about rappers. That's what they do. So
exactly.
I mean, keep posting our stuff. It's
keep posting it because what you literally did was boost the streams and the sales by 166%.
Right.
Over a 24 48 hour period. So that's appreciated, but I wouldn't throw my diss record like in the top fucking 30.
Yeah.
It served its purpose. It scathed whoever the fuck I wanted to scathe. So but I thought that was weird. Like, if you go hate right, make sure that the person you hating on don't benefit from it.
Exactly. And I encourage anybody post my stuff if they want. Go ahead and post it.
Absolutely. Go to the website, dearforlife.com, right?
Yes, please. Yep. Thank you.
Yep. And make sure you go to IamLyricist.com as well.
Hey.
But yeah, man, we do this shit and we passionate about it. Me and Dear for Life is working on a song. So we don't only just do the podcast, we do music too.
Oh, yeah.
We don't only just sit up here and critique artists, we critique ourselves. So we're not perfect, we still learning. I mean, that's the beauty about music. But when you get to that main stage and the eyes are on you, it's all about what you do with that time. Right. So to segue into one of our first topics is the shit with Drake.
Okay.
And Drake's use of AI.
Oh yeah.
I can't rock with that shit.
Right.
I think that's not a good look. And ultimately it led to Tupac's estate threatening to sue him, so he had to pull the song down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand you want to use a West Coast legend to try to stoke the fire, but all you did was solidify why people really don't want you around anymore. You just thought you could do whatever you want to do. And this means that you've been doing this for a long time in the industry. Right. But DFL, what's your thoughts, man?
Well, AI is taking over, and I mean, I don't like the fact that this is kind of encouraging people to use it in a way like he's using it in a diss track that he knows everybody's going to listen to and is going to be popular because anything he puts out, it's going to be hot.
Monkey started without me. Oh my god.
Welcome, Kay.
Oh, shut your ass up. You started without me.
What I mean, there was a way to professionally segue. We told everybody that you're going to be a little late. It's all right.
My phone died. Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't apologize, bro. I mean, you're a busy man. So everybody know that Cabe is super busy lately, with his content, things in his personal life, working and everything. So, when he's here, we appreciate it. We love it. And, he's definitely an intricate part of the team. So I don't give a fuck what Kay has to say. You probably think that we left him out, but we ain't leaving him out. We're just getting the show started.
No, go ahead. I'm just fucking around.
I know you fucking around. No, so we gonna take it back. But I'm gonna let Dear for Life finish what he was saying.
Yeah,
we take it back and let you know what's up.
I was just saying, as far as AI is getting out of control,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really hear anything anymore without questioning if it's real or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's terrible for music, especially when we're waiting, anticipating new tracks from our favorite artists. Drake using it was corny, and if he was going to use it, he could have done it better. He could have wrote something from the perspective of Pac. Like, it sounded like Pac was rhyming like Drake, and it wasn't fluid. It didn't sound convincing.
It wasn't his rhyme scheme at all.
Yeah, he did. And also, you don't need to pull Pac and Snoop in it. We don't want to hear them rap about this. We want to hear you. Like, if it would have just been him and it would have been the minute and 20 seconds he was spitting, that would have been fine with me. I thought his verse was all right, but the rest of it was trash.
Yeah. So, AK, Dear for Life's brain teaser was, what is your top 3 diss records?
All time, right?
All time.
Yeah.
It has to be No Vaseline.
Good one.
I think No Vaseline is the best one.
We all agree on that.
Mm-hmm. I want to say Ether.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess my last one. Damn. The third one's hard.
Yeah, I did No Vaseline, Ether, and Hit 'Em Up.
Okay, yeah, Hit 'Em Up. Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. And
but I'd probably Hit 'Em Up and Ether are probably very, very close because they're both just disrespectful as fuck. So I don't know. But then No Vaseline is just
extremely disrespectful and personal.
Extremely disrespectful, and then the outcome out of it is just like he made a whole team like dismantled. Like he made like the psychological like from when Tupac and like Nas, right? Like on the other ends, it's like it's not like they were like affected as worse as like NWA, correct?
Right.
So like basically like the aftermath of it. That's what I'm looking at. Like what happened after, how impactful was it to the guy that you're dissing? And I feel like that definitely like he ended them. Like he ended it.
Listen, Pac told Big, I fucked your wife, and he did.
Yeah. See, and like you will hope that beefs don't turn out to the point where it is people die, which it did ultimately with those two, because other than that, it was just two heavyweights just slugging it out. They was just straight in shots. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course it was left to the court of public opinion about who had the better diss records, but they were just slugging it out until people died. Because I don't know how Tupac is. Tupac would have never apologized. And Biggie was that day's J. Cole. He would have apologized.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would have.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, he would have.
No.
He was already there.
Why didn't he do it then?
Even with the, after Pac died, going back to California, I'm going back to, that was him trying to bridge the, the East and the West to kill the beef. Ultimately, he never wanted the beef. There's interviews of him saying it, but a lot of stuff was being pushed by the industry then, and that's not speculation shit. It's pretty much what it was during that time period. But Biggie would apologize.
Big was a teddy bear, man.
Yeah. He never wanted that. I mean, look, Pac took him on his first tour. Pac pretty much, he looked up to Pac. And then unfortunately they end up being, rivals when it was all said and done. And they both lost their lives before they could actually, squash that shit. So yeah, it's a ton of shit on that, man. But yeah, I think that's how that would have played out. But Pac is such an aggressive, unforgiving guy under certain circumstances that I don't think it would have ever been an apology from Pac. So
right.
Well, I don't think there'd be an apology on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Big was the likeliest person, and I think that would have happened as soon as he got away from Bad Boys.
And Big was scared. He was living paranoid. He was crying. He knew they were trying to kill him. Pac didn't care. Pac's like, come shoot me.
Pac welcomed the shit. I mean, he's stomping people out in Las Vegas and coming on the East Coast talking crazy and spitting on cameras and shit like that. Pac was wild. Pac did some crazy shit. He just knew that people wanted to make him the enemy. He played up to the role. I mean, Pac was a thespian, so when it comes like to shit like that, he would play into the role. So, but yeah. So like speaking on that, like segueing to the other topic that we was talking about is Drake's use of AI and how it ultimately led to Tupac's state threatening to sue him if he didn't, remove the shit. So he ended up taking that song down, Tailor Made. So I don't respect the use of AI. But Kay, what's your thoughts on that, man?
I have a video on it. I guess
I've seen it a little bit.
Yeah, I guess I'll just say what I said. Okay, so AI, it like I said, I think it's a double-edged sword, right? There is some fun to be had with it, where like you can take your favorite artist, put them on a song that you would want him to sound, or like you can even make your own verse adding to the track that you think like a tight beat. So there are some fun things to be had, but when you use it in a way where you're just trying to get clicks and trying to ruin like wow factor and things of that nature, like I don't think it's warranted. So like for example, like for me, I don't know, Dear for Life, if you ever heard this, but there is a MF Doom AI cover on Flashing Lights. I thought that was like,
okay.
I thought it was cool.
That sounds interesting.
I thought it was cool, but then like during this whole week or like last week, like Beef, you got like a song named "Hunting Owls" by Kendrick Lamar, and everybody thinks it's real, and it's not. And then you have like the other one, I think 2 weeks ago, where like Drake dropped the AI diss. It was an AI diss, but then it was like it took you 10 years to make a diss to me and shit like that. Like I heard that one, like, I think there's some fun to be had, but there also it could just be a detriment. And also, why would you want to take a replacement of your artist when they pass away as well? That's why I heard other arguments as well. I'm like, no, just let them rest in peace. Like, as much as like I miss, like, I guess the most rapper I miss that passed away is probably like XXXTentacion. As much as I love XXXTentacion, I just let him go. Like Juice WRLD. As much as I like Juice WRLD, just let him go. Like it's okay. Like you can't replace emotion with artificial intelligence. You just can't. So that's just my take, though.
No, but you're right though. I mean, and that's the thing. They're forcing it. But here's the part where I draw the line and shit. As a person that partook in rap battles and beefs, I had a lot of beefs in my time. I had a lot of, shit, even recently. I would never speak on the dead, and I would never bring the dead into the situation.
Right.
And I've had people diss me and talk shit about my deceased brother. I had people talk shit about my kids. I had people talk shit about, my partners. You know, a lot of people talk shit about a lot of things, but like Tupac, you're not only soiling his legacy by pretending that Tupac would have actually did a feature with you. You don't know if Tupac would have did a feature with you, and just judge about who you are as an individual. Pac would have probably been the first person to diss you.
Yeah.
So it's like for him to do that and try to weaponize it against Kendrick, I ain't with that. Snoop should have did it. Snoop was probably a part of that shit too. To say, okay, yeah, it's cool, man. I fuck with Kendrick though. You gotta pull that down or change it. So he probably got the phone call from Snoop, and he definitely got the cease and desist from Pac's estate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do what you want to do, but don't use us for the shit. And don't violate on the West like that. So he think he big. Yeah, you big. But them dudes, they get you on the West Coast. They'll get you in Cali. They don't care how big your state is. They don't care how big your house is, how many security guards you got there. If they want to touch you, they will. So it's like he's playing with something that's bigger than him, and all that mob ties bullshit. I don't believe that. You know,
what did y'all think of Taylor Made?
I thought it was awful. I thought it was an awful attempt to get a response. Outside,
I mean, like as the song, as the diss.
Yeah, outside of the Tupac and Snoop shit, I thought it was not good. It's like, hurry up and respond. You know, I want to see what you're gonna do. You know, it's like he can't wait. Just wait it out. Don't push him. Don't force him. Just wait.
I'm just saying, like, other than like, if you want to disgrace the AI, yeah, but as a song, what did you think of the song?
It wasn't good.
Okay, I agree with the stance of AI is disgraceful, but I didn't think it was a bad song per se.
I think for a person that diss people, I would have never ever begged for a person to diss me back. Sing your shot, bitch. I'm waiting. I ain't gotta remind you. I already cooked you on my first diss. Let's go. Come on. I'm waiting for you. So his follow-up should have been another shot, just like the other one, but more. Don't add nobody else to it. Don't do this shit where it is, you know, oh yeah, you know, we waiting on you, and you know, you letting us down, blah, blah. I don't want to hear that bullshit. No, just send the fucking diss. Send diss number 2. Do to me what you did to Meek. Come on, bring it.
Hey, I was going to say the first time I heard that diss, or the diss we're talking about, was on Aiden Ross Freestyle, and it was on Drake's verse. So I was like, oh shit, Drake's about to back on it. And then I played the actual file, and it started with the AI, and I was confused. I didn't know if it was the same track or not. I was confused what was going on. So yeah, it's totally confusing, unnecessary. And beefs, in my opinion, should be left, you know, you can't, if you're Drake, you can't try to get a Pac verse to help you in this situation. You can't get a Snoop verse to help you in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all around corny.
Yeah,
you can hear him through it too.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It's like, it's your cadence, it's your style.
I just think he used it as a prop, like in the act.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I thought the beat was definitely an upgrade from the last one. It was more enjoyable. Considering that it's based off of a West Coast beat. Also, I don't know if y'all know this, Tay Keith helped make that beat. But like I said, I thought Drake's verse. See, I was only honed in on the Drake verse.
Yeah,
I felt like
I figured you would be too.
No, because I mean that's what you should. I feel like that's how we should be assessing it. We should assess like even though Drake wrote the whole thing probably, but like I feel like when we hear Drake's verse especially, that's where the part where he's trying to like definitely get more off of his chest. So I assessed it that point particular, and I felt like I felt like genuinely it wasn't a bad song. I feel like the other song, it was definitely better. Like Push Ups was definitely better. But like, I mean, like, yeah, it's shameful. It's scummy. That nigga's a scumbag. I agree. But like, to me, I don't think it was a bad song. I just thought it was okay.
Yeah,
but Push Ups is better.
I mean, yeah, that's what I got from it. It was like, bro, it's like, and all the shit that I'm hearing too from people in the industry that he the one leaking the Kendrick tracks, like to try to take the sting off of what Kendrick could possibly say. It's all like the digital fingerprints is leading back to OVO. I'm like, bro, I hope that shit ain't true, man. I hope you ain't literally putting people in the studio or going in the studio acting like you Kendrick and shit and like saying, oh well, all right, let's say this because if he say this, but the people hear from AI first, and he says it in his diss, it's going to take the sting out of it. Yeah. It takes the ooh and ah factors out of it. That's what I've been hearing. I know y'all probably heard it too.
He put that little girl stuff in Pac's verse, like to bring up him trying to mess with little girls, something like that. Like, why would he say that? Why would he even throw that out there? I don't understand that.
Because that's everything that he's trying to Eminem himself. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to take everything off the table that could possibly be said to him.
I didn't know what he was talking about when he said that, but I searched it, and there's a video of him on stage performing. It was early in his career, but he pulled a 17-year-old on stage. He asked her how old she was. She said 17. Then he complimented her and kissed her on the lips.
I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't see that.
That's crazy.
Look it up. I ain't on.
I look at my
name.
Yeah, I look it up after we get off of here. But man, that's the type of shit I'm talking about, man. It's like people don't know how to diss no more. They don't know how to write diss records no more. They don't know how to like be creative with the diss. It's like what 50 Cent did with Ja Rule voice on that what is it, that little playlist?
You mean
like,
Drake doesn't know how to write a diss record?
No, Drake can't write a good diss record. I don't even think that he wrote back to back, but
no, you're hating again.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, I just don't think that he wrote that. I mean, look, I don't think Drake.
I don't know. I mean, I agree. I don't know if he wrote it, but to say the nigga doesn't know how to write a diss track, he definitely does.
I look,
from what we heard this year, yes, he definitely does.
I say this, bro. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt with the diss shit, right? But if you could easily use Tupac shit and do like you could easily have AI write a verse for you and rap the verse for you, like you would. We've already heard it. So it's like I would, since you tinkering with AI, I might as well like take it all the way there. Then did you have AI write that verse for you? I can take it all the way there.
That's true, man. That's crazy. These
like,
rappers gonna start coming up with verses from AI. They're gonna make it with AI, then we're just gonna spit it.
Look, this is my disclaimer for anybody. This is not Drake hate, but it's just for a person that's been accused of ghostwriting. It's so easy to say that you let AI do it all for you, especially if you do scummy shit. You got the entire industry against you for a reason. So at the end of the day, you a scumbag. The whole beef started between you because you did some scummy shit with a verse with Meek Mill, and he got back at your ass on some shit too. It's like scumbag shit at the scumbag shit at the scumbag shit. You got Rick Ross out here putting more of your scumbag shit out. You got Kanye West putting some more of your scumbag shit out. You got fucking Metro trying to reach over here to talk to Eminem to bring him in to actually find out what he know about you too. So it's like, you lucky that M ain't gonna do that shit, because at the end of the day, because it's like not even from M dissing them, it's just more or less like what M knows, y'all relationship. So it's like it's just weird, man. I want to believe that Drake is this sleeper contender, but I think that he will use AI in a minute to fucking bail himself out of a hole.
I believe that.
And AI can be used in multiple ways, but in the way that he used it for this, he just used it as an AI cover.
Yeah, right. Cover his voice.
Yeah, he just covered his voice. You can hear through the lyrics. You can hear even his style. It's resembling through Tupac, especially. Like he uses the same syllables as well. Like
he's so out of touch, man. That nigga's so out of touch, bro. Drake is so out of touch. For him to be as young as he is, he's so out of touch, man. It's like that means that you ain't listened to Pac enough, because I would have never missed that. Pac's cadence, I would have sold that cadence, bro.
Right.
He didn't even try to. You arrogant motherfucker. You gonna
Dave
use
Chappelle wrote a better Pac verse than Drake.
I'm like, bro, you try to use Pac voice, ignore his cadence, his timeless cadence. You said, fuck it, I'm just gonna rap like Drake and use Tupac voice. You gotta be some type of arrogant motherfucker to do that, bro.
I think he used it as a prop though, because the things that he's saying it like he's a ghost.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I mean, he's better off saying oogie boogie and being done with the shit. Not
Because
do all.
this is all nothing but mental warfare. Also,
It is trash because it never worked with Kendrick. It'll never work with Kendrick. See, Drake was a better writer, and most people don't know this. Here we go. Drake was a better writer when he was around Dr. Dre.
what?
You didn't know that? Drake used to write shit for Aftermath back in the day. He was a part of the little camp of people, writers. He wrote for some of the artists and shit.
I didn't know that.
And
Yeah.
what year was this?
What, like 2000? What? 7 to 9? Yeah, 7 to 9. He's writing shit. Yeah, Drake was over there people respected his pen then. I don't know what the fuck happened.
So when did you stop disrespecting his pen?
When I started disrespecting his pen,
Yeah.
when all that shit started coming out about him using ghostwriters and like the frequency.
So 2015, that's when you start disrespecting his pen?
Absolutely. Because if you do it once, I'm like, damn, nigga, how many times have you done this? Oh, especially like I would hate to think that Take Care was like so it's just like, damn, bro, that's your best shit. That's your best solo attempt.
Well, you know my take about his albums. I think his best album is the one that has his controversy. So
oh yeah, if you're reading this,
yeah, I mean, but I
hate the reference leak, bro.
If people knock it, I don't argue with it because it's possibly true or it is true. I don't know. I just don't know. But I feel like that album is good, and Take Care and Nothing Was the Same is good. So I don't really have too much of a pushback.
No, I hear you. Hold on, I'm trying to put this up.
I can't call any of those albums classic.
I mean, it depends what you say classic, because like classic to me, I don't know, it's semantic.
Like when we did the tier rank with the albums, if we put that in the classic tier, it's behind all the other ones because I can't think of any of them one that is better than. I mean, if we're talking about Take Care or Nothing Was the Same, one of those albums is better than.
What do you rank out of 10? What do you give Take Care, Reading This, and Nothing Was the Same?
Nothing Was the Same. I give that a 9.
I gave that a 9. I gave
Take Care as an 8.
Yeah, I would give that an 8 too.
And if you're reading this, I would give that an 8 as well.
Oh. That's arguably a 9, I guess. But I like Nothing Was the Same better.
Yeah.
They're all fucking 8s.
I did not expect that from the king of drizzlers.
No, no, come on. I like Drake. I'm the most objective Drake fan, and I'm not delusional at all.
I know you're not, bro. I'm just fucking with you.
But like them shits are all 8s. The reason why I give Nothing Was the Same, y'all niggas need to hold Nothing Was the Same accountable. I wish I would, but y'all don't.
You can't listen to that from beginning to end. I can, no problem.
No, it's not a bad album. Period. It's just y'all are missing the fact that 305 and Coming Home is just blah, like, blah.
Yeah, I mean, as an MC, yeah,
that's too many skips for a 9 for me, and that's why I downed it to an 8. That's all.
That's all right. No, hey, I ain't mad at it, bro. I ain't mad at it. So moving past that, what do we think about Kanye's impact on the whole beef? Let's start with you, Kay. What's your thoughts?
Kanye's verse, we didn't need it.
So, like his overall presence in the beef, what do you think?
We don't need it.
We don't need it at all.
No, like it was like, and I know Dear Flight's about to fucking crash out.
He's about to
but like, yes, cool. You have a side with a beef. To be fair to Kanye, yes, you have had an exchange with Drake for probably since Pablo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even further than that, because he was supposed to actually. Not to mention, Drake looks up to Kanye. I don't care what any fan says. That nigga looks up to him. I don't give a fuck. That is your 2.0. I don't give a fuck. That is another version of Kanye. He is the closest, in my opinion, he is the closest thing to Kanye. In my opinion. but like, because I don't see any other variant of a Kanye clone or anything like of a like a disciple. He is a Kanye disciple. Like
not Travis Scott.
I think Drake is better than Travis Scott all time.
I mean, he is. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, Travis is
no. Travis
type.
Travis Scott to me is a Kanye disciple, but he's also he takes from Kid Cudi as well. He takes a page out of his book as well.
Talk about Mr. Glass.
I mean, he said it himself. He was like, he said his influences are Kanye and Kid Cudi, and I hear it in the music, the humming, the vocal inflections, all that.
Hey, y'all probably let that joke go over your head. Mr. Glass, talk about Kid Cudi, aka Mr. Glass.
I have to hear the reference. But anyways, but like
he jumped off the stage and broke his fucking ankle or leg or something. Like last week.
Oh, last week? Damn.
Yeah. Called his ass Mr. Glass.
That's tough. But anyways, I'm about to wrap it up. But anyways, like yes, like Drake. Yeah, Kanye's verse in a vacuum, in my opinion, it just wasn't needed. Yes, I thought the play J. Cole get the pussy dry verse, that was funny, and then can't even think of a Drake line, that's funny. But I didn't think it was needed. It didn't sway the diss. To me, it was just minorly impactful, but like it was it was just a 2 cent, like just giving your 2 cents out. Like that's just me though. But,
all right, DFL.
Yeah, I felt like Kanye was here just to be polarizing, you know what I mean? It wasn't very impactful, but he's just having fun with it, it seemed like. The Vultures 2 album supposed to come out May 3rd. It might get delayed. I would assume it would, but I mean, between this and the Gambino track, it's good promo for the album coming up. And he sounds like he's on the Gambino track. He sounds like he's rapping his ass off, but
yeah.
On this one, he sounds like he's just having fun with it. You know, he's throwing shots out that stick to Drake and J. Cole, that quotables that we can at least repeat. He's not really spitting hot bars, but I don't think Kanye really cares. I think this also may confirm that he's the GOAT, bro, because you can't bring anybody else in this to be polarizing. You know what I mean? Only Kanye can fill that role because he's Kanye. So this is another W for Kanye. He's just having fun. It's not a big deal, nothing serious.
He's a GOAT for pulling out a subpar diss.
I mean, this isn't his war. He's just. I think he said everybody's excited for the exit of Drake. He said so. He's gonna help with that.
He literally joined when no one asked.
I don't know if nobody asked. I don't know if Metro didn't ask him to do a verse.
No, Metro did ask.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I assume.
Yeah. Metro asked for it. Like, I think Metro's trying to be slick, reached out to like polarizing like superstars and shit, and try to get them to give their point of view.
If you listen, there's 2 Kanye disses. The original, he dissed Kendrick in it, and Metro told him to redo it. And then the official one, he shouts out Kendrick. So
yeah. And here's my thoughts on it. I feel like a Kanye diss is never warranted. I just feel like it's never necessary. But Kanye is a dangerous person for Drake to fuck with. Dangerous. Just because of how close they were. Yeah. Drake already assumed that he gave all that information to Pusha T about, you know, his son and everything. So he's pointing the fingers at him like crazy, like, you the reason why this happened. That's why he was dissing him like crazy more than he was dissing Pusha T, because he was like, you know, you the reason why this shit's happening to me right now. So if it can happen once, it can happen again. Kanye ain't got to be super lyrical. I mean, Kanye's clever enough to do like little witty punchlines and shit. It may not land, but if it's something like significant in the wordplay, like the truth, it can do enough damage, you know. And Kanye would be the right person you would want to have on your side, getting Drake the fuck out the industry. Now, I don't like the fact that in the interview he said, you know, oh yeah, we're ecstatic or excited about the elimination of Drake. That just like some extreme hater shit.
Yeah.
It just sounds like, but also it's like, Drake, what the fuck did you do to these guys, man?
Right.
Everybody wants you gone. Everybody. There's like what did you do? And it's like I feel for Kendrick, because Kendrick is like, okay, I gotta like hold off now. But also I'm hearing that Kendrick is working on a 2-part album where he's gonna address some of the stuff and everything else. So it's like it's kind of weird. So like the whole Kanye thing, you know, I think that his impact against Drake is big, but the impact with the public is still to be seen. Some people thought the shit was good. I didn't think it was that great. There's nothing impactful about it. So
I think it's minorly impactful. Like, to me, like, I like the beat. Even though you can make an argument that the original beat is just fine. Like, you didn't have to do that. But I get it. It's like a Vulture's kind of touch to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that aspect. But please talk about the Kendrick possible album.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that is going to be an album that he drops, one part in May and a second part sometime this year. And I'm hearing that he's definitely going to address Drake for sure. So I'm not sure why he would want to go this route with the album rollout during his beef when there's been so much like stacked up against him. But you know, I don't know. I did call the Eminem shit too, like the whole Slim Shady shit. But we're going to see how that shit plays out. But I wouldn't wait for an album rollout to address somebody like Drake. Like, Drake just can't ignore Rick Ross. He can't ignore Kanye West. He can't ignore Future. He definitely can't ignore Metro. This guy's the fucking puppeteer. He's pulling everybody in. So,
maestro.
You know, so these people that it's like, I don't care what anybody say. Rick Ross is too big to be ignored. He's too big to be ignored. He's too prominent in hip hop to be ignored.
Is that a joke?
No, it's not a joke at all. It's not a joke at all.
You said he's too big.
Yo, haha, bars. Look at K over there making up funny. Look at this guy.
I mean, you said it. I mean, he actually lost some weight. Give him some props.
Yeah, he probably lost some weight visually, but not on that goddamn heart.
Hey, he's seen he got a new girl and he made her get his name tatted so he knows it's real. But I would do that too, if according to the past 3 previous relationships with those women, because his girls be doing him dirty, bro.
Yeah, they go straight to Drake.
Yeah.
And Drake ought to be done with that shit. Go ahead, Kay.
Wait, didn't Nas do the same thing with Ether, or or was it a single?
Ether was not supposed to be a single. Then it wasn't even supposed to be on the album, but it made the album.
It was on Stillmatic though, right? It released on Stillmatic, or did it release as a single?
It released pretty much as a single. It was one of the leading singles off that motherfucker.
Y'all know who produced that?
What Stillmatic or Ether? Oh, I don't know.
Ron Browse.
Really?
Yeah, I'm jumping out the window. That guy.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He made some money off that shit.
Oh yeah, he's tired off that one.
Do you know the title of Kendrick's album or no? You don't.
Not yet. No, not yet. I'll find out. So.
Okay, so we're probably gonna. If I was to guess, A Heart Part 6 is coming.
Yeah.
Because that's the way that he rolls out his albums. Mm-hmm. So that's probably obvious. In my humble opinion, because I want this man's consistency and quality to be as delicate as possible, I hope this isn't like because like when Drake went against Pusha T, even though we can see he lost, Scorpion got altered all throughout the album with subliminal Pusha T or venting types of songs
Yeah.
like that we did not need to hear. So
Right.
for Kendrick Lamar, I would hate that. Of course, if you feel confident, you shouldn't have to talk about him no more than one song. That's fine, right?
Right.
But I would hate for him to be in your head that much to make your album actually come out like a fucking 5 or a 4. I would hate that. So I hope that, you know, in my opinion, maybe he should just limit this to like maybe like 9 or 8 songs, keep it safe, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But hopefully, I just need him to keep his consistency. That's all I need, because this still factors into how we rank you all time. So, you know, at least for me. So if he follows the expectations that I have for him, especially when it comes to Kendrick Lamar albums, please just keep the same energy, bro. Don't switch up. Don't let this nigga alter how you think. Just be cool, bro. Be cool.
All right, DFL.
I think Kendrick's. I don't discount Kendrick. He's going to deliver regardless. I'm not worried about whatever project he's going to put out because we have no reason to, you know, underestimate his capabilities as far as being an MC or putting together an album. Like we could have this conversation. We talking about J. Cole putting together an album or Drake putting together an album, but if we talk about Kendrick putting together an album, I feel like we can rest assured that we're going to be satisfied with the project.
Yeah, I'm sure that Kendrick, he won't waste 1 or 2 songs or more than that on Drake. He'll probably address them in like 1, maybe 1.5 songs, because it's still Drake at the end of the day. I mean, you ain't got to unload an entire like EP or album on this guy.
I just realized J. Cole just did that with 7 Minute Drill until he deleted it.
Yeah.
He addressed it with a mixtape.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, he don't have to go crazy on it. And I don't expect for him to do that, because I think he respects his quality too much. You know, because like even when he dissed them both back, you know, he pretty much, you know, spoke on his own quality. So I don't think that he's going to jeopardize that just for the sake of a beef. You know, so I'm almost certain that Drake is going to get hit with like at least 1 or 2. And then the rest is going to be just like, okay, this is my album. And then he going to let that shit sit on the charts. And then Drake going to have to drop something to knock him off the charts.
Drake is going to come out with an album randomly this year as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He going to probably drop it fucking July. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped June or July. He probably has an album ready right now.
We ain't waiting on Drake albums like we're waiting on Kendrick albums.
No, the anticipation is not there for a Drake album.
But that's the problem though, because like I get what y'all saying, and when I said I agree that Kendrick should win this like comfortably, right? We all agree with that, right?
Yep.
He should win. But like but it's just something psychologically that I don't want him to be. I want him to basically stay focused. That's what I'm saying. I don't want nothing to alter your focus. You have a formula. It's been working for like almost over a decade now. Like you need to just keep on with the same pattern. I would hate for this nigga to just alter that shit and let him feed into whatever bullshit he's feeding you with this Tupac and AI and all this other stuff. Like just, you know, just stay focused.
Yeah.
I would hate for you to drop an album quality of a 3, bro. I really don't want to slander you. I really don't. But like, if it happens, bro, I mean, I don't know, bro. I'm sure.
I was thinking that the people that rated Mr. Morale a 10, I was thinking that they were crazy.
No, that is not a 10. Jesus.
I was thinking that they was crazy. Like maybe an 8. I give it an 8 or 9.
Yeah, I give it a 7 or 8. Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't say it's 10. It was some misses on there.
No, We Cry Together is still a problem. It's still a problem, but it's not something you revisit all the time.
No, I mean that's one of those Kim-like songs. It's like,
and then like I don't like the hook on Silent Hill. I feel like he's better than that.
But
even though Kodak Black delivered, but like still like
even Drake tried to use that against. I'm like, bro, that shit set at number one for fucking 6 weeks, bro. Get out of here. We need you to stay up there longer than 3.
man.
Like for like, you know, it's like even what ASAP said, ASAP shit is resonating like a motherfucker. It's like, bro, your shit came and went. Even your diss records came and went.
I want to hear from A$AP Rocky too. I want to hear from Weeknd as well.
Yeah, the Weeknd shit. What he said, I think that they have some of the best bars against him, other than like the whole BBL Drizzy shit going like viral. But like A$AP Rocky said his shit, his album and shit came and went. Nobody cares about it now, which is true. And what the Weeknd said, he's like, man, thank God I didn't sign my life away because y'all motherfuckers got leaks like crazy. Y'all leak everything over there at OVO. And also, ain't nobody popping over there at OVO.
Yeah.
When we talk about record labels, everybody want to drag Shady and like good music and shit like that. Like, bro, ain't no record label owned by artists worse than OVO. OVO don't do shit for the artists.
Yeah, that's management right there. That's the office.
I'm starting to think what everybody said about the OVO. What they call it, workshop.
I mean, the only one that's good over there is Party even still over there?
I don't think Party over there no more, man. I mean, shit, Drake drained that
Georgia
chick.
Smith, is she still over there?
Shit, I don't know who over there no more.
Oh,
that Majid guy, I like, dude, he got all this talent over there ready to just go. It's like, man.
yeah, he should. I think it's like marketing and just, yeah, it literally is just marketing and just putting out music.
That's it. They get, hey, you want some shoes? You want some shoes? I got some new J's coming out. That's it.
It's like you
write this song. I'll give you some J's. Write this song. I'll give you some J's.
And you don't play like.
It's like, what the fuck is that, man? It's like a Gilbert Arenas contract or a Roy Hibbert contract.
What, their last year?
Yeah,
like they're very yeah. It's like they're not playing. So are they not that good?
Luau Dang contract, motherfucker. Be retired for 4 years, still getting paid.
Hey, OVO, now I think about it, OVO was never really popping like that since it was started. And if you think about Lil Wayne's label, Young Money, they used to be on top. So
everybody has some shit going on.
Who's credited with putting Young Money together? Is that just Wayne and Baby's minds put together? Or?
No, that was just Wayne. That was Wayne's baby.
That's a hell of a roster, man.
That's Birdman, bro.
That wasn't Birdman stamp. That wasn't Birdman.
No, Lil Wayne recruited, but that Birdman is still in the head, like he's in the head office. Like he's still the leader.
Yeah, I have no doubts about that either.
I mean, no, because it was pretty much a distribution deal.
That's his best role in hip hop, being a leader of a fucking group. You don't do anything else. Don't do anything else. Don't touch a mic. Don't touch anything.
Hey man, he's the goat on the mic, bro. Watch him out.
Fuck no. Fuck no. He's good at just pointing out and telling niggas what to go and where to be. Don't fucking touch a mic, nigga. Stay away.
Oh my god, he's terrible, bro. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Nigga, his peak was at like Lil Wayne's rookie year.
That was
of being a fucking rapper, nigga. Like, no.
When he was rapping with Manny Fresh, he was okay. You could at least listen to the track.
Oh my god, that nigga is ass.
Hey man, everybody over there was putting out platinum records, man. Juvenile, you know, the Big Timers.
Yeah.
You got BG, you had Wayne, you had everybody, Turk, everybody was going crazy over there, man. The same time with on the other side of the grid, you had Master P and No Limit, Mystical.
He's a producer too, right?
Mia X. Yeah, nah, I would not. Hell no, he ain't no real producer. That was
Master P.
No, producer. So. No, Birdman.
Nah.
He didn't produce any tracks.
Nah. He probably got producer credits, but he
probably executive produced albums. You know what I mean?
He's good at. I would say this, like he's good at, like, I guess,
put some respect on my name.
Talking over like a certain length of a track if he's talking. But other than that, like, that's it. That's all I can really give him.
I don't even want to hear him talk.
And then, like I said, his peak, I dead ass thought Lil Wayne is better than him. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that nigga is not that good, bro. Nigga is not that good.
We all agree on that. We all agree. Hey man. All right, so this last thing we gonna talk about. This is one of K's favorite topics. It's Eminem. Yeah, so Eminem. Yeah, so
no.
Yeah, so M announced at during the draft, I believe, here in Detroit, that he's dropping a new album. It's The Death of Slim Shady. Now I thought it was gonna be called Slim Shady LP2. I'm happy that it's not because we don't need another sequel. But it's The Death of Slim Shady. And the thoughts is that this may be his final album that he records. He's still going to record music, but this is, what they're speculating right now. And, yeah, that's what we have. So let's start with Dear for Life, because I know Kay don't want to talk about it. So what's your thoughts, man?
Hey,
I do want to talk about it.
I'm an M fan. I'm anticipating all his albums that come out. Even more, like I was just saying, we anticipating Kendrick's albums. We're not anticipating Drake and Cole's albums. I'm anticipating M's albums more than Kendrick. That's how much of a fan I am. So
yeah.
That Slim Shady sounds interesting. I feel like he's going to deliver, especially if it's his last album. I think I heard that. But yeah, I have no doubts about Eminem's capabilities putting out an album. He can put an album together.
All right, Kay, what's your thoughts, homie?
Bro, I don't have a bias towards this man. Come on, stop. I don't hate any rapper. I don't hate anybody. Like, I don't judge music based on what I like.
I say that and you don't believe me.
Cause I think you dead ass think I hate him. I don't want that out there. I don't hate him.
No. I say what you say. I judge based off of just I don't hate
you have biases. You have biases.
I don't have a bias.
Okay. I pulled up a lot of lyrics against Big Sean, bro. You just ignore it. Go straight over your head, bro. It's okay.
Because it's not that bad. He's not the worst I've heard.
Okay.
He's not the worst I've heard.
Yeah, I heard him bring up a bar about a sippy cup. You
so what? So what?
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway,
so what?
Anyways, Death of Slim Shady, it should be good if it's his last. It should be good.
I mean, you will hope. One can only hope. What's with this Big Sean shit, man? You think that like Big Sean's the worst lyricist in the world? Why?
I don't think he's the worst lyricist in the world. I'm just going over his beginning of his career.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, let's go over the shit prior to him.
This is about Eminem right now.
Being on good music. It's like judge by that shit too. So you got to judge everything as a full scope.
I do that though. I have that same logic for every rapper.
Yeah, but you believe that
C5 Kendrick is mid as fuck.
No one talks about C5. I forgot about that.
But nobody, shit. But Drake fans don't bring it up because why? Because they only look at popularity.
Because if we look at some of Drake shit from the beginning, oh fuck, bro, he was awful.
Well, room for improve. Well, okay, so I prefer that stretch over like honestly, Nevermind and all that other shit. That's all I would say. Thank Me Later, Drake, all that. Those I know which albums you're talking about. You're talking about the 2 first mixtapes or whatever.
Yeah,
I prefer that over like honestly Nevermind, over CLB, like a lot of shit. Like so I am consistent with my arguments. Like I know what you're trying to do here.
What am I trying to do? I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about?
I'm being consistent. I'm
not saying you're not consistent. I'm just saying that you judge me so harshly when it comes to my point of views when certain.
I just think you ignore Big Sean's pen.
I don't ignore his pen. Nah, he ain't got no crayon, but
that nigga had a crayon. That nigga had a rose art marker.
Yeah, nah, it ain't that bad. West Side Gun, on the other hand, yeah, motherfuckers like that. Complete crayon.
I mean, his pen. I mean, Big Sean's pen is better than that nigga's now.
Big Sean's worst bars is better than most.
Like whose?
I can literally think of like Benny the Butcher lines that's bad. And I like Benny the Butcher. I can think of, I mean, anybody,
every rapper has bad bars.
and that's what I want you to understand. And even
but
some
as
artists,
frequently as Big Sean, no.
Why you think it's not as frequent as what you think it is, bro?
Big nigga.
You judging his fucking radio hits and shit. Nobody care about this shit. Nobody care about that. They still resonate right now. Look,
that's not the point.
Nicki had a bunch of cringy ass fucking lines too, all the way down to like her characterization of those lines when she rapping them. I'm like, come on, man. That was just that time period. It was just cringy shit all the way around. Drake is a cringy motherfucker.
He wasn't as cringy as he was in 2011.
Who, Drake?
Yes. He was not as cringe as he is now.
Yeah. But Slim Shady, you're looking forward to that, right? The death of Slim Shady?
Yeah, and if he flops, I'm gonna slander him. If he doesn't keep a good as top 4 like you niggas, if he doesn't keep that same standard, I'm slandering him. Period.
Oh, he's top 5, no doubt.
I mean, but you do
if
know
he's top 5, they better come up with a top 5 project. That's all.
But let's think about it though. Now people gotta understand, it ain't gonna be an album that's gonna sound like anything that we hearing right now. It's not. It's not gonna be on that, 808 crazy lyrics less bullshit. He's not gonna do that. It's gonna be more lyrics than it is 808s.
Right.
I expect it. That's why I'm like, and if it's too lyrical for motherfuckers, don't cry about it, because he doesn't care about. He's not catering to like the people that just want to hear like how dope the beat is. And
that's not what I look for.
Yeah, and I'm glad you don't, because I know you don't do that. I'm still trying to figure out why you gave Yeet the high ass rating that you did. You actually
I hold him. You want to know why? Because I hold him to the standard I give him. That's why.
So each 9 is different, right? So like,
I didn't give him a 9.
I thought you gave him a 9.
Hell no.
What'd you give him?
I gave him an 8.
That's close enough.
I gave him no. I gave him a 7. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I gave him a 7. I gave him a 7. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, but that 8 still close to 10.
But it's not a 10. Thought it would. I think that album was the best trap album this year, though.
Wow, better than Ice Spice.
Well, it's between We Don't Trust You and Ice Spice. You're trolling, but it's between 2093 and We Don't Trust You. And if you say We Don't Trust You is better, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that, because I think We Don't Trust You is a 7. So I mean, I think I gave it like a
7.5, didn't I?
What, We Don't Trust You?
Yeah.
What did you give it? Because you always like to put 0.5s on shit.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
So I mean, if you gave We Don't Trust You a 7.5, then technically that would be better. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did.
And I don't argue that if that's true, because I sometimes believe that the verses on We Don't Trust You are superior than any verse on 2093. Okay. So I don't think that's it. But there are some times where sonically I feel like Yeet was just cooking.
All right.
But hey.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to deep dive into like the Slim Shady shit. It's cool. I'm glad that he's dropping the album. I'm not 100% sure if it's his last, but that's what they're speculating right now, that it's the last album, and that that's going to do it for him after that. I mean, yeah, he'll still do features and all that other shit, but I think that he's ready to walk out. I don't blame him though.
I just want him to do something better than everything you made in the 2010s. That's all I'm looking for.
The only album that I want him to not do again is Revival. Everything else was good.
Well, of course, nobody wants that. Unless you're a fucking true hater, which I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't wish that on him. Dear God, no. But
I think Revival was his worst album, and it's because he tried to do something different. And it's not because he wasn't as good as what he has always been. It's the fact that poor beat selection, poor direction, and it just didn't connect with the messaging. It's like no one expected that from him. And it's like, don't ever do that shit again. You don't have to. Don't try to speak to these people's conscience. We don't need you to be Tom McDonald. We don't need the greatest white fucking rapper we ever known to be fucking Tom McDonald.
He wasn't. He wasn't Tom McDonald.
No, it was it was in the neighborhood. He probably inspired that motherfucker.
There's no way you're telling me that's in the neighborhood. That's not in the neighborhood.
I'm talking about like the whole like political shit. Yeah, it was in the neighborhood. He didn't have to go that route. You know,
but even if he is that bad, he was still. I mean, it wasn't enjoyable, but it's not that level of like routinely cringe, like MGK. I mean, not MGK. What's his name? Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald. Yeah.
I don't think it's that repetitive. Like he does that routinely every bar. He did not do that routinely every bar. It was just the quality was also like god awful.
It wasn't.
It's forced on top.
Yeah, it was like he was trying to get everybody to understand, okay, this is me being political. This is something serious. We got to make sure we vote for the right person. We got to make sure we take some responsibility. He was trying to make people responsible while he was still behaving irresponsibly. Because he still has some songs on it like Chloroseptic and those other songs where he was talking about killing shit and everything else. Like, you talk responsibility, but and gun control and all that other shit, but then you also want us to talk about how to shoot people and break their bodies down and all that other shit and Chloroseptic. It's just like it was directionless. He felt like he dropped the album, and which by default it was still commercial success, but everybody shit on it for being commercially successful, and that also exposed the industry too, because it's like, dude, we can't just keep giving this guy number ones because
you're gonna get commercial success if you're that popular.
Yeah, but that's my point. It's like that's when people start holding the industry accountable. Like, we can't keep giving number ones to people that's putting out bad shit like this.
Yeah, you can.
Well, yeah, I mean, for all the dogs, right?
No, you can even point to even Honestly Nevermind, which is worse than it's just as bad as Revival. If anything, like
yeah, I don't think we got one of those though.
The point I'm trying to make is Eminem has like almost if not over 70 or just about 70 million monthly streams,
something like that.
At least according to Spotify. So even if he were to flop, people are going to listen to his album.
Yeah,
he has 70 million. You know how much 70 million people are?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep, and I tell people this too. Kendrick drop, he's going to outsell him. Drake drop, he's going to outsell him. Anybody else that's the hip hop is going to be outsold. But guess what? Their numbers are going to improve because M dropped this year. And every year he dropped, whoever dropped hip hop albums after him, their sales went through the roof too. So it's a double-edged sword, but it is what it is. That's the game. So, but yeah. What's your thoughts, DFL? You're too quiet over there.
Man, Eminem, we gotta stop the Eminem slander because
for what?
Listen. Let me make my point.
Go ahead.
When I feel like Eminem gets slandered partially because of his albums. Okay. Now, I don't know if we all can agree Eminem has at least 2 classics. Can we all agree with that?
I think you got 4 or 5.
Okay, some might say 4 or 5. Some might say that, but I think he has at least 2. Okay. So
what are the 2 again? What are the 2?
Marshall Mathers LP and Eminem Show.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Solidified, I feel like those are classics. Compared to an artist like Nas,
I agree,
who we hold in high regard, always in the GOAT conversation, always top 5, top 10 conversation. How many classics does Nas have?
2.
Arguably 4.
Arguably 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
wait, you said how many classics or how many? Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
How many classic albums does Nas have?
What? Let me hear what Lyricist 4 are. Because Illmatic is clearly the fucking classic, and then It Was Written is clearly the classic.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the damn? I wish I.
Not I Am. No.
Not I Am. Okay, so it's not I Am. It's not Nostradamus. Dear God, no. Mm-hmm. So what are the other ones?
Well, a lot of people believe the fucking like what Magic One.
Magic One is a classic.
Yeah, a lot of people believe Magic One is arguably a classic, and Stillmatic.
I could get behind Stillmatic, and I love Magic One, but I wouldn't even go that far. Not yet. I needed to age more. But if you want to say,
like, it's good, it's good.
But then you have to also include King's Disease 1, 2, or 3, or at least 2 and 3.
I mean, I like KD1. I like KD1. I think that was probably the best out the series.
Nah, I'd probably say KD2.
But my point, at the end of the day, they have about the same number of classic albums.
I'm cool with 2 or 3. I think Stillmatic and what Lyricist said. Well, you said Illmatic and It Was Written is clearly the classics.
Yeah,
I think those are more clear. That's fine, but like that's a good argument. I ain't mad at it.
But Nas, like I said, Nas doesn't get the disrespect that Eminem gets. If that's the reason we're disrespecting him, because of his albums. Like,
why do you think that though?
Well, it could be a lot of reasons. It could be because of his skin color. Maybe he's white. Maybe his content. Maybe
that's a lot of it.
I mean,
that's not my argument though.
Not your argument, but I'm just saying overall.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's your argument either. I'm just saying, but
I mean, and I know you don't. I know you're not on board with the whole like 4 or 5, but arguably people are saying Infinite was classic. Slim Shady was LP was classic. Marshall Mathers LP
Slim
was
Shady
classic.
LP, like, yeah.
The Eminem Show was considered to be classic, and some people even say Recovery and Marshall Mathers LP 2 is classic.
That's a stretch.
So I wouldn't say it's a stretch, because by the standards of Marshall Mathers LP 2, he delivered. Nobody hated the fucking album. Everybody loved that fucking album. People love Recovery.
You can still have a good album and it's not a classic. We just sat here and said Drake. He just said Drake has no classics, and we just all agree that those 3 albums are good.
Which 3?
He's
what Take Care.
Drake's first 3 albums, from Take Care to what's it called, to the controversial one. He just said they all 3 was good. Mm-hmm. You can have good projects and not be a classic.
All right, and here's another argument for Drake. I know y'all heard this too. You got Take Care. You got Nothing Was to Say. If you're reading this in Views, and people stop at Views, and people say Views is a classic.
I don't give Views a classic, because a lot of people. For me, I think it's a good project. I don't think it's classic worthy though. I think it's good. So just like J. Cole, do you think how many classics does J. Cole have?
I think J. Cole doesn't have any.
Okay, but
come close, but not good enough.
With that argument that you just said, can you at least assess that he has good albums?
Yeah, he has.
Because if you say he has no classics, but you can acknowledge that he has good projects, right?
He has decent projects, not good. Okay. Decent.
He doesn't have good projects?
He has decent projects.
Oh my God, bro. Don't retract. Just be honest, bro. Does he not have good projects?
He has decent projects.
When I hear the word decent, that means you give that bitch a 5 or a 6.
I wouldn't be the only one.
Nah, you're hating, nigga.
Forest Hill Drive was
Forest
probably
Hill's off season and what?
No, Forest Hill was, and For Your Eyes is probably like 7 to 8. 7 and 8. 7 and 8.
We just gave Drake like an 8 not too long ago.
But you know, For Your Eyes, probably an 8. Forest Hill 7.
Okay. I like these scores.
Yeah. So it's like,
and off season, what you quickly just off season.
Off season. Well, a lot of motherfuckers was impressed with off season. I'd say that maybe an 8.
Okay, that's
maybe
a fair score. 7 or 8. That's 7 and 8. Okay, so this is the same logic we're applying.
No, you're not.
Yes, it is. You just said they're decent.
Why are you arguing, Mike?
Oh my God, bro, you're trolling.
I'm trolling the fuck out of you. This way it works. Big Sean got classics too.
Okay, yeah. All right, move on. I mean, he does have classics.
He does. Come on, bro.
No, actually, hold on. He does have a class. No, he has classics. Never mind.
Yeah, he got Dark Sky Paradise. I Decided.
And Detroit too.
Detroit too. Yeah. Even Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing. No.
He went the fuck off on Double or Nothing, man. But I won't say it's a classic though.
No, he didn't go off.
He did get on it. He did it. He did what he should have done on that shit.
Not with that pen.
It wasn't that bad.
Sound like some people say Metro carried.
Some of the motherfuckers delusional too.
Hey, the Alchemist carries. It's okay though.
Yeah, but when was the last time he carried?
The Alchemist?
Yeah.
The last time he carried? Are you crazy?
Yeah. With Benny the Butcher?
I wouldn't say he carried him. Well, actually, no, he probably did. He probably did.
Retracted ass.
Oh, Vord. Well, do you think he did the best on Vordier or no?
I think he did. Yeah.
Okay, so he carried. He carried on. Metro carries too. Does he?
Metro carried. Well, I mean, yeah, he definitely carried Future.
He carried Future. He carries 21.
I mean, anybody can carry 21. Fucking
no, shut up, bro. Stop. Come on.
21. 21. I do like this. I carry.
A lot of Atlanta niggas Metro carries. That's always been my argument.
Man,
that's true.
I can't wait to drop that video that I did. Like talking about the people that thought that Drake had like a hot diss.
Okay. Just quickly, can we please go over these fucking Drake fans, please? Just quickly.
Which ones?
The ones that just make excuses for this nigga.
Bro, look.
And this needs to be clipped, bro. This needs to be clipped.
Here's what I'm about to say about the Drake fans. They heard the push-up shit, and they just, I bet you the male fans was in somewhere like, in the background, like ass shaking and shit. Like, man, like he literally did like a fucking, like he dissed these niggas over a club banger that didn't chart. Why did he release the shit on DSPs? That shit ain't charting. It ain't doing nothing. It's like a fucking. It's literally a fucking club banger. He tried it. I hear it with the production too. Whoever did the beat, which is probably was 40 useless ass. It was like you attempted to do back to back again, and the shit came off as just like a corny ass like dance song. And like it then like I had to like listen to him attempt to steal Nicki Minaj cadence. Drop and give me 50. Like, come on, bro. That shit's weird, dog. I can't be the only person that think that shit's weird.
I agree. Now that you say that, yes.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the.
I know you picked it up too.
Hold on. I'm looking at the streams. It was officially released on April 19th. It is now the 27th. It has over 32 million views. I also believe it. There are also some things that there's some things that I'm gonna acknowledge. I don't know if y'all want to be fair to it or not, but we kind of already heard this before it even released. So those plays don't really account to this number because, to be fair to Drake, those plays aren't credited because we were listening to it on like other platforms.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, again. You said that this was mid, so we went over this like last week though. So
yeah,
I don't think it was mid. I thought it was just a good response. That's just me though.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fucking Drizzler man fan somewhere in the background, fucking twerking, it's a twerking diss record.
I just think it's just a decent response. Especially when you compare it to songs like what fucking Nicki Minaj did. That shit was horrendous.
I mean, that was awful. Bigfoot, yeah, that was awful.
What the exchange between Rich the Kid and Lil Uzi Vert, that shit was better than that.
Mm-hmm.
I still stand on it. I think this shit's better than 7 Minute Drill. I do not care. Like that shit is more engaging, more interesting. Even if it was bad lyrically, the shit was more interesting.
Yeah. I just like the more I listened to it, I was like, Did he try to turn this shit to a twerk beat? Was
The
he trying to
beat is-
have niggas
the beat is awful.
twerking instead of fucking like, oh yeah, man, that nigga came. He went real hard.
The cover art is funny.
I didn't see the cover out. I still haven't seen the cover out.
The cover art is a label of Kendrick's shoe size.
Oh yeah. I did see that. I see that shit.
I thought that was funny, but
I mean, look, he had some clever moments, but Kendrick probably wore the same size as Wayne. So like, knock it off, bro.
Hey,
Wayne is your daddy.
We gotta care about our short kings out here.
You got to. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how to relate though. So
you can't relate because nigga, what are you like 6'7"?
I'm not trying to rub it in.
Yeah.
Bro, if I was 6'7", I'd be in the NBA.
I'm not 6'7", by the way. He's giving me a little bit two more feet, but I'm
6'5". Still get dunked on, nigga.
Hey, I got dunked on before. It's no shame. It's the sport. That's what you play. But I guarantee you, I got mine back. So
hey, judge by how argumentative this nigga K is. That wasn't me. I was never there.
No, there were some times where niggas were coming down the lane, and like if you play basketball for Dear for Life probably definitely knows this. We're like,
yeah, I know
the proper position when you dunk is to put your knee out.
Yeah.
So when you put your knee out, it's like a spear coming at you. You want to get the fuck out the way. So when you jump, you could possibly get hit in the groin, hit in the rib, hit in the chest. Like you want to get the fuck out the way. There's some people that are just bigger than you. I'm not the biggest guy on the court. So sometimes it'll be that one power forward that you just get yammed on by.
Bruh, if Blake Griffin's dunking on you, he's going to give you the knee and the forearm shiver.
Oh, if Blake dunks on me, nigga, he's teabagging me. Pause.
Yeah. Not nowadays. That motherfucker, he icing them knees.
Shout out Blake Griffin. He retired. Shout out Blake Griffin. He played for Detroit too, Lyricist.
Yeah, truly unfortunate. Thank God he's no longer here.
That was his prime in Detroit.
Yeah, that was his prime. Come on, Lyricist.
And he was ass.
No, he was not.
Fucking ass. Contributed nothing. All he did was argue. I want to hear you argue, bitch. Pick up the dribble.
He was the best player on the team.
No, he wasn't.
Who was?
No, he wasn't.
I'll wait. Who was?
Shit, I'd choose anybody.
Nah,
that motherfucker. That motherfucker was not the best player on the team. He was definitely not the healthiest.
For the Detroit Pistons, he was the best player on the team.
No, he was not.
Bro, if I don't want to look down this roster, please don't.
Go ahead. Because Drummond was still there too. And Drummond was balling. He had, even though that was like
he was better than Drummond.
He wasn't better than Drummond. That motherfucker he was struggling. Blake Griffin struggled while he was here. He tried to get some shit going.
Didn't he get y'all to the playoffs?
No, it wasn't him. He was injured. He didn't get us to the fucking playoffs. He missed the rest of the fucking season. We made it to the playoffs without him. He's there cheering us all, being a fucking cheerleader.
I'm pretty sure y'all made it to the first round, though.
Yeah, we made it to the first round without him. Yes. Yeah, he was injured for the rest of that season. Yeah, he didn't make it to the playoffs.
I'm talking about the 2019 season.
Yeah, that nigga was not healthy. He was not healthy at all. He was a fucking walking bag of nothingness.
You're such a hater, dog.
Yeah, when it comes to the right subjects, yeah, I hate.
Hey, right. That 2017 team,
that 2019 season was amazing.
Drummond went the fuck off that year. He carried the whole damn team.
Not to mention Drummond is that nigga is not the offensive player Blake Griffin was. Period.
That nigga wasn't the offensive player you thought he was.
Look. This is Blake Griffin's numbers going down game by game. He dropped 26, 33, 50, 26. He had a 7-point game. 24, 25, 38, 24, 20, a 6-point game. 10, 30, 21, 37, 28, 16, 30, 20, 26, 20, 31, 31, 35, 26, 27, 20, 19, 34. Like, this nigga was hooping this season, and he played 75 games. He was not hurt.
And that was 17?
He played 75 games for this for the Detroit Pistons this season, 2019. He was hooping.
That's 19, not 17.
I wasn't talking about 17, sir.
I heard you say 17.
No, I said 2019. I said, okay, so 2018, 2019 season. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that nigga was still booty meat.
Bro, he played for Detroit. You should love that.
No.
Oh my God, you're ungrateful.
I'm absolutely ungrateful. Give me a fucking championship.
His free throw percentage was ass, but other than that, niggas hooping.
I mean, you would know. You 6'5". You probably struggle.
I'm just looking at it. Hey, God bless Basketball Reference. Look at this.
I'm on that too.
Yeah.
You looking at it too, right? The nigga was hooping, right?
Yeah.
K's jump shot is all flat footed. He doesn't jump at all.
I do want us all to hoop together one day. That'd be cool. We could play like a knockout and shit. That'd be dope.
Hey, on paper, this 2017 Detroit team's not that bad. Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin, Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Reggie Jackson.
That was somebody else.
Jackson was there too.
Tobias Harris was balling like crazy too, and Brandon Jennings was there too.
Yeah, that's a good team.
Brandon.
Wait, was he starting?
Yeah, he was starting before he got injured, but he got injured going towards the playoffs. But they had a nice little balance. But Blake, for some reason, he wouldn't stay in the fucking game longer than goddamn a quarter or two.
Well, I was looking at the 2018-2019 season. Actually, Lyricist, did you know?
For 19, right? For 19, right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, so Well, since we're talking about NBA, what are y'all? And we probably gotta go soon. What's gonna happen tonight with these teams? What y'all got?
Niggas getting
Thunder's
swept.
up by 25 right now.
Niggas getting swept.
Niggas getting swept.
Niggas getting swept. That's all I hear. So what? Okay, so other than niggas getting swept, what about Celtics and Heat then?
Yeah, what's Boston gonna do in Miami?
Celtics and Heat. Miami gonna put them niggas out if they get put out the next round. Celtics better wake up.
The spread on this game.
I think Celtics respond game 3, but they need to literally wake the fuck up though.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, the Heat's getting 9.5 points. It might be a Celtic blowout.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But the thing was the Heat was they were shooting really well from 3. When they won game 2.
Hey, who's the star for Miami?
Jimmy Butler.
It's Bam.
Butler.
It's clearly Bam.
Yeah, because like Butler right now, his ass can't stay healthy.
Well, he was healthy. Yeah. He just got hurt. But
this is Butler right here, face and hair.
Oh wow.
Yeah, all right, I'm done.
Okay.
All right, man. So it's time for us to wrap this shit up. Until the next pod, y'all. See y'all later. Peace.
Peace.
Where the fuck is my stop button?